about 11 days old, was diagnosed. He had a perforation in his intestine, and that led to him being admitted to the NICU here in Jalisco, in Guadalajara. And the day after he was admitted, we had the very first session with Lynn in the Masterclass, week 1. We were actually late, and you gave us a moment to kind of talk about what was going on, and the amount of energy was incredible. It was tangible. It was emotional for us, and feeling everybody sharing the moment in time with us and our family in our need was so uplifting. It was such an empowering moment, and it allowed us to navigate these very difficult times that ensued over about 30 days. He remained in the NICU, and then he came home after an ileoscopy, and he had one of these bags like on his body. I forget what the name is, but it's difficult to keep emotionally together and regulated in these very difficult medical kind of moments. And the intention class and the guide, the tools and techniques that you gave us allowed us to remain calm through those very challenging times in our life, and actually become better. And kicking it off with the intention class in a time for my family that was extremely complex and challenging in so many emotional ways, in physical ways, in mental ways, it was just so refreshing to meet a group and have this as a support, I guess, a support system. Using the techniques, that you taught us, the tools, the self-sabotage, understanding that all of these, being specific with your intentions, really getting off of yourself and getting out of your way, to name a few, were so important in us making and finding our way through these very difficult times. From being in the hospital a lot and having to visually see and listen to all these machines and then all these people coming in and out and constantly, in this world of uncertainty, right? Having the energy of the group on the first meeting was such a touching and incredible feeling. The frequency, just this high level frequency, it was visceral, honestly. Like, we could feel it coming through the airwaves, like in that room that we were at. And it was such a blessing that day. And I mean, it's interesting how things have unfolded and revealed themselves over these last few months. When you start to surrender, right, and you lead with a strong, specific intention, and you share deeply, and you become vulnerable, right? You have to be vulnerable in order to make things meaningful. Without this vulnerability factor, everything is almost in a way like fake, right? Because you're deceiving yourself. And once you reveal yourself and you surrender, you begin to find things so much more interesting in life. Dreams they start to just happen in an unbelievable fashion. Things in our life started falling into place. We created a well-being center. Since then, we've got multiple therapists. We have acupuncturists, we have massage therapists, we have meditation person, we have a OBGYN doctor. So we're really trying to bridge now the East and Western worlds of medicine and just mindfulness, let's call it. And a big part of that came from being a part of the Intention Masterclass and really getting out of my own way, getting out of our own ways, surrendering and letting life unfold. And like I said, I had to hold back sometimes because I had so many stories of amazing things happening that I couldn't explain. All these synchronicities were just falling into place, like